Hi, this is Eb at Ebb and Flow Yoga Studio. Welcome. We're getting ready to do a 30-minute practice. You're ready for this. We're ready for this. Even what's happening in the world, we're ready for this. So, we just want to take a moment to find some time to just practice being ready with what is. I'm so happy that I've got students here and one of our teachers here who are also ready, just ready to practice, ready to be in the studio and ready to share with the other world. So, I'm Eb, and this is. Yeah, and over there, Michael. So we're gonna just get ready to practice. Come and join us. Make sure you have your mat. If you have a block or strap at home, fine. If you don't, fine. You just modify. Katie, during the whole practice, is going to show you modifications, and Michael will do the whatever he does. So, and you do whatever you do. That's all we ask for the next 30 minutes. Just do what you need to do, and you're ready to do what shows up on your mat. So, Michael, Katie, Chapos. Yeah. Just take a notice of your knees, take them a little further apart onto your mat. And really stretch your hands forward to the front of your mat. So grounding the palms down. So you start in this place of connection. In the world of uncertainty, sometimes you can feel a float right here at the start of our practice. Ground down. Feel this breath flowing in through the lungs and out. Take a breath in and a breath out. Feel your breath flow in and in. And then an open mouth and exhale it out. Downward facing dog. Creating this nice inverted V with your body. You have a slight bend in your knees to let the sit bones go up to the sky. Feeling that breath in and out here. Bring your feet together to touch. Take your right leg up to the ceiling. And then bend your knee, stack your foot, and open it up. Keep dropping your right shoulder down to the floor as you feel the inner part of your right thigh lift higher to the sky. Now, ankle circles. Yeah, even your pinky toes ready. It's like, why aren't you paying attention to me right here, right now? Pinky toe, spread it away from your big toe. Yeah, that's it, that's it. And then exhale, lower that leg down, and let's go to the other side. Left leg lifts up, bend the knees, stack the hips. Finding equal weight in both hands. So you might need to press a little bit more into your left hand, Katie. Good. And then, yeah, pinky toes, ankles, yeah. Oh, there you go. That pinky toe on the left side's waking up. And then lower it down. Inhale the heel to the ceiling, tippy toe. Yeah, that's it. And exhale, lower the heels back down. Inhale the heels up to the ceiling. Exhale back down. Inhale up and down. Inhale, tippy toe, and now tippy toe forward all the way to the front of your mat to Ragdoll position. Take your feet nice and wide, hip distance apart. Yes, so spread them nice and wide. Bend your knees and hold your elbows here. Just let the hair down, like literally let your hair down, figuratively let your neck, everything cascade down the spine. Just find this awesome release of this energy line down. On the next exhale, release your hands down to the mat. And now interlace your fingers behind your back. Great place for a strap or a towel, t-shirt, everything you got there at home. Yeah, and then oh yeah, squeeze out the shoulder blades, squeeze out whatever tension's just been stuck in your upper back. Breathe into it. Let go of it. On an exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Drop your strap, drop your towel. Bring your feet together to touch. Rooting down into the four corners of your feet, toes lifting up to your eyes. Inhale to a halfway lift and just pause. Bring your hands to your hips. Hands to your hips and bring your elbows squeezed in. So feel the scapula squeezing in. So just flat, long spine. Hugging the belly into the spine. That's it. And then now rise up all the way to standing. Bring your hands to the side of your body. Tadasana. Tadasana. We open up shoulders, Tadasana is this like ready now position, like here I am. I'm present to what is, and I'm ready to be, to live, to thrive from this physicality, this moment. Set an intention, bringing our hands to Anjali Mudra, a focus for your practice, a focus of ready now, what you're ready to do, to feel. Feel free to own, feel free to just breathe together, one breath. Inhale, a mountain pose, arms reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank, step back to high. Oh, good job. Michael's ready to float. All right. He's like, let's build up some heat, ready to go. You're ready to build up some heat? Okay, I'll let you do that. Go down to your low push up position. You can drop your knees. Come back up to your high position. And then go down low. And then come up high. Go down one more low. Hover, hover, hover. Let the belly come all the way to the floor. Oh, look up. Just low cobra. Lift up. Lift up the chest. Now lift up your hands. Feel you're lifting up from your lower ribs, squeezing. Press the tops of your feet down there. And then release. Push back into downward facing dog. Tabletop or straight to dog. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Bend your knees. Walk or float front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high to low or right to low. Hit it. Good. Upward dog, cobras. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take deep breath in, out. Inhale, fill it up. Let this breath go. One more. Bend your knees and you take it to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. And you fold. Flat back. Chaturanga, low plank. Big back bends, cobras, up dogs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take that big breath. Give it in. And then move to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. So you can take a wide stance, taking your feet nice and wide, hip distance apart. King's chair can give you a little bit more space as you take your chest up. Good. Now soften your shoulders, soften your jaw, soften your eyebrows, but bring some tension to your lips. Yeah, like a smile. There. That's the tension I want to see. There you. Now lift the hands up even higher, and then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. And through the vinyasa, high plank, low plank, you can always skip vinyasas. Big back bends, fill it in. And then downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the ceiling. And a step forward to your right hand for warrior one. You're pressing down into the pinky side of that back foot to really rooting again. Always finding this connection. As you go down into the floor, there's this energy that rebounds up through the fingers, up through the sky. Now take your hands behind your back. So we'll interlace the fingers. Yeah. And then take a back bend, taking the hands down your thigh, lifting the chest up to the sky. Breathe from that space, the space of vulnerability, of uncertainty you can breathe from. So right here, take it back a little bit further and breathe from that space. And then on exhale, release hands down to the mat. Vinyasa. You can do one-legged chaturangas or no chaturangas. Left leg will step forward, warrior one. Yeah. And you always can go to a new place, but you always want to start from your home base. So the feet are the home base. Hug your belly in, softness in the shoulders. Interlacing the fingers there so we can open up the chest. Oh, great. Katie's going to grab a strap. You can grab a t shirt, and then you wrap it down all the hands. Yeah, and this time you might feel you go a little bit further because you can trust you'll be okay. Trust you will be okay. Going back, opening, feeling, lifting for another breath. And then on that exhale, release and go through the vinyasa or not. Taking it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in and big breath out. Good. Big breath in. Now make some noise. Ah. Do one more like that. Just big breath. Feel it. Ah. Feels good. There you go. Inhale and then go front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise into the mountain. Big reach up. Now sit into the chair and go low. Inhale, mountain. Just big reach up. And now exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga's Vinyasa. Big up dog. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Go right away to your warrior one. Step it forward. And then inhale, open to this breath. Back bend loud. And then exhale, you feel the connection. Hands, feet, core opening up. For more, left side you go. And stay in this rhythm of breath of you here, ready state, opening. And exhale, feel yourself moving through the rhythm of you, this breath you here now on your mat. Take a big breath in and breath out. Inhale your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Now stay here. Stay here as the adaptation, or flip dog, take it all the way over. Flip doggers, grounding in the feet, lifting the hips here. Three-legged dog, keep lifting up the knee, dropping, equal weight. Now open up here, squeeze in, find your hands, even awaking. And then come back over, flip doggers. And let's go right into side plank, right side plank, right side, right hand down, right knee or leg up. Hugging, fingers awakening, feeling your hips lifting up to the sky. Good option here, stealing here. Maybe you take your right hand to the front windows, stretching, opening, extending a little bit more. And then release high plank, low plank, or right to downward facing dog. Any of those choices, big breath in. Back to downward facing dog. Feel the breath as we take our left leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, stack, flip, flip, or stay. Opening up, toes awake, eyes awake. Here, hips high. Right here, finding that edge. Find your edge, even in adapting. There's a place of an edge for you here. Maybe it takes your heel up to find that edge here, and then flip doggers take it back over. Side plank, other side. Knee down. Yeah, always take moments to adjust. Like we love to rush. This is the time we get to slow down. Slow your breath. Get into the feeling. Take the left hand forward to the front of your mat. And then release high plank, no plank, vinyasa, big up dogs, back to downward facing dog. Take your right leg forward to warrior two. Steady breath. Soften the shoulders. Interlace our hands behind our back again. Yeah, interlace shoulders, blades. You can always feel free at home to grab a strap or a towel, or just take your hands behind your back if the hands don't meet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Now go into a little back bend. Take the gaze up as your right knee comes forward. And then drop into humble warrior, dropping your right shoulder inside of your right knee. So bring your right knee towards the pinky side. Good. And if it's too much to hold onto the bind, you can always just let your hands go. So just know where you get to an edge that's just like, oh, I'm suffering. Like we've got enough suffering. Don't suffer. Yeah. Good. On an inhale, come back on up. Open your arms to warrior two, spreading. Reverse your warrior and straighten your right leg for peaceful warrior. Big straight up or reaching. Good. Now reach forward to triangle pose, Trikonasana. So feeling the hips going towards the back of your mat. Beautiful place to grab a block. Yeah, Katie, right onto the outside or even inside. Feel the top right part of your ribs lift forward to the front of your mat. That's it. Now find a little bend in your elbow, your left elbow. Squeeze the scapula in. Now keep opening your heart, opening up fingers. Good. Ujjayi breath. Slow the breath down. Keep peeling the upper hip back. One more big breath. Hug the belly in. Inhale, rise up, wide legged forward fold to the side of your mat. Big back bend to open up and then fold forward and let it release. So we're doing a lot of poses in this class that is about releasing stress and tension, dealing with the hips. This is a big hip opener. Widen your stance a little bit more, Katie. You can take it a little wider. Take it to the edge of the mat. We got these fancy mats. We should use them all. So yeah, just breathe in here, feel. Let your head drop. On an exhale, release your hands down to the mat. And then inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips, elbows squeeze in, and then rise up. We're going to take it to the back of your mat. Feel free to take your block with you. I'll grab it for you, Katie. Here you go. Michael's not using his blocks. That's cool. Uh-huh. Take a look at your back arm here. Is this your left hand? This hand. Yeah, then you make sure that back arm is like the same level, equal. Now go for your bind. So the interlacing the fingers behind your back, grabbing elbows or no binds, and find this back bend opening. And then drop into your humble warrior. So here's this place where there's a lot of tension in your thighs, maybe. Squeeze the muscle up. Tension in that front leg, but also you can create a surrendering. And that's where you can find a release in the tension. There's a lot of tension right now. Where can you find a release? Through the breath. Beautiful, dristy, steady eyes. For one more breath. Come back on up, back to opening to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Oh, and then it feels so peaceful, so peaceful. And oh, it's like a thank goodness out of that leg, stretch it through the fingers. And then triangle pose. Really work that pelvis towards the back of your mat. Really. And stretch, 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 stretch forward to the front of your mat till you get stuck. And then reach in hand. Shoulder second, shoulder bringing this upper hand a little bit more forward to the front of your mat. That's it. As you keep working your rib cage towards the ceiling. And here we reground ourselves. Grounding triangle trikonasana pose to reground or set. Know you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Energize through your fingers. One more breath. Hug the belly in. Rise on up. Wide legged forward fold. Second time with a bind. Grabbing a strap. Here you go, Katie. Grabbing your hands. Grabbing your elbows. Reverse prayers. Whatever you need to grab onto to find your way to let go. Right now, we're grabbing onto being home so that we can feel a way to let go of tension, of stress. So let this be your home base right here. One more breath. Releasing. A halfway lift, hugging in. Hold there. Drop your right hand underneath your right sternum, your heart, and then left hand to the sky and find a little twist. If you want to go into a deeper twist, you can take your hand behind your back to the bind, releasing, and oh yeah, opening. And you feel like you need to burn something a little bit more, take your hand off the floor, hand off the floor. Oh yeah, you just feel there. Maybe you go for the full bind, maybe you don't. You just lift in this, and then slowly release and go to the other side. Other hand, left hand down, right hand up. And going for a play, just going for play, explorations, binds, half binds, lifting a hand off the mat, seeing what you're ready now to do, to be. Soften eyebrows, soften your mind for one breath. Exhale, releasing, forward fold. Let everything go down. Then inhale, halfway lift, hands to the hips, elbow squeeze in towards the spine line, rise to stand, reaching all the way up. And shifting to the front of your mat, going into a balancing half moon, right foot down, balancing half moon, left leg comes up. Beautiful. Always feel free to create the block because it gives you more space to create. Reaching the hands forward to the front of your mat. Keep moving it forward to your ears, Michael. That's it. There you go. Stacking straight shoulders. Deep breath. And a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, rise tall. Hands to the heart center, balancing half moon, the other leg. Hit an opening. See that your bottom foot on the floor, your left foot for most, straight and strong. And let yourself build from that foundation. Build from that foundation. Tadasana toes, keep pressing, to the front of the mat. Fingers reach higher to the ceiling. Here, just be. 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 And release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, one breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturangas. Big up dogs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to go to tree pose here. We're going to do some modifications for tree. So, Michael, you do your tree. I want you to do figure 4. So, putting your figure 4, your ankle is right on top of your left thigh here. Bend into the knees, get your hips on down. Katie, you continue with the modification and adaptation towards your flying pigeon. So Katie is adapting into flying pigeon, or we've got tree. Modifications, adaptations to you being, freeing, opening, playing, seeing, flying, and faltering. Good. And then so slowly feeling your fullest expression, and you'll come back down to the earth. And we'll go to the other side. Tree. Taking your left leg anywhere on your thigh. You can come up high and go below your knee, just not on your knee. You can rest your ankle right on top of your thigh to a standing pigeon. You can take it down to whatever your ready state is here and now. Okay, gaze up, gaze forward. 3 breaths, your count. Good, fullest, open. And then slowly back to both feet onto the floor. You guys are so serious. Oh, there we go. There's some smiles. They smile a little bit. You guys are serious at home too. All right. Yeah, shake it out. Do a little hokey pokey dance. Put your right foot in. You put your right foot out. Okay, and shake it about. Now left side. Left side. Shake it. Shake it. I hope hokey pokey is not copyrighted. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble. Inhale. Mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale. Folding forward. Inhale. Flat back. And then walk your hands out to your downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come forward into our high plank. Low plank. High plank. Oh, okay. Low plank. Let's see if we get everybody. High plank. One more time. Third time to charm. Low plank. Come on. High plank. Lower your belly all the way to the floor. Locust, right into your locust, right into your locust. So you press your palms to the floor, just palms down, And then there, or you can take the bind behind your back, lift up half locust. Just start off with half locust, Katie, just your chest or leg, or then you can do the full locust. That's breathing here. And then an exhale, release down. And we'll do one more locust. So those who are doing a modified locust, go for your second, or go into even more full locust, either place to be here, lifting, and then exhale, release it down. We'll do one more pose. So you can stay with locust, or you can do modified floor bow. So just one at a time, Katie. Here we go. Then coming up, forearms going to come in front here, Katie. Forearms going to come up front. That's it. And lift on all the way up. And then exhale down. Do one more floor bow, full floor bow or not, or just do one leg at a time, rise up, or you can stay with locust. Here you are, floor bows, locust, all these choices of back bends, lifting, and then release it down. And just kind of roll your hips or windshield wiper your heels back and forth. Come into an upward facing dog or cobra. Up dog or cobra, big here. Take it back to downward facing dog. Take our knees to the mat for camel. Camel. So hands right onto your lower back. Yeah, that's it. Squeezing your hands right into your lower back like you're putting your hands into your jean pocket. Putting a block between your thighs is great. And keep pressing your hips forward. And you may just take your gaze up, and that might just be right where you are, just taking your gaze up. Some of you may go a little bit deeper. Yeah, reaching down your thighs. Curl your toes under, Michael. Curl your toes under so your heels can come up higher. That's it. Yeah, there. There you go. And then keep pressing your hips forward, lifting the heart up. 2 breaths. And then slowly releasing. Coming back up. Sit on your heels, sit on the block, have a nice long spine. Take a moment to just be with what showed up here. A lot of things show up, definitely in camel, but in our practice and as we have right now in life, sometimes there's nothing you need to do about it, just to feel it and breathe. Downward facing dog. Bring your right leg up to the ceiling, bend the knees, stack the hips. If it feels good for you to do a flip dog here, you can go for a flip dog. Some of you at home want to go into a wheel from this position, you can do that, just finding this opening here. Katie, if you want to go into your flip dog, go for your flip dog, go for it, reaching it up, lift it up, big opening. And then come back on back over, right into pigeon. Pigeon. So single leg pigeon or reclining pigeon. Some of you may sit down as Katie's doing the adaptation, especially if you have really tender knees, tender lower back, or you just want to find a little place where there's more ease. Good. And then come into sleepy pigeon. You're in reclining pigeon. You can bring it a little bit more. So you can bring your left knee into your chest. Yeah, you can take the foot off. You can even press your right elbow inside of your right thigh. Yeah, and press it towards the front of your mat. A great place here just of surrendering, of just letting yourself drop back into this floor. One more breath. And we'll go back into your downward facing dog in any way that it takes to get there. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to be. So downward facing dog. Make the movements that you need. And then we'll 3-legged dog on the other side with your left foot. Bending the knees, stacking the hips. Flipping the dog here. Good, yeah, opening, thriving. Oh, you got to go for your wheel, go for your wheel. Katie is adapting into a wheel here. And then hug the belly in, come back on up, coming back up to a pigeons. Pigeon modifications, adaptations. Everyone, so people always think of adaptations as somehow less than or taking it down. As you can see in Katie's practice, there's always places, modifications, adaptations take it down or up depending on where you are. So just notice where you are right here. Notice the energy that you need to hold on to or what you need to let go of, and then adapt using your breath as a tool to find a new possibility. Two more breaths. Yeah, take it back into your downward facing dog. If you're on the mat, you can just stay on the mat unless a dog really calls for you to come to, then do it. If not, we're all going to come sitting back down onto our mat. The double leg forward fold. Here, I love using straps to make your arms longer, especially if you got long legs or just feeling any little tension, a little softness in your knees. So bend your knees and then bend forward a little bit or a lot. Again, another place that can just let your hair down. And you've got tension going on that you don't need, soften. Take a big breath in and an open mouth breath out. Good. On an inhale, rise on up. You let go of your strap, lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Bring your knees in, give yourself a nice hug, squeeze in. At your rhythm, take it to happy baby, allowing yourself a space of opening. Yeah. Still Tadasana, toes pressing towards your face. Yes. Keep working the knees closer to your chest. And bringing the knees back together, supine twists. Any variations. You can stack your knees one top of each other. You could cross your legs. So either one. Yeah, so Katie's going to cross. Michael is going to stack. All of these different ways for your body to feel so your mind can rest. And we'll take it to the other side. Supine twist. Eyes can start to close here if they haven't already. You're coming back to your home base, but from a new place, a new space. Hopefully, we created from this ready now moment. Releasing into Savasana, your final resting pose, the most important pose. A version of Tadasana laying on our back, but from an ease space of surrendering. Legs to each corner of the mat. Michael, take them even wider to the shoulders. Your eyes closed. And just let yourself come to just being back home and being okay with that place. You take as much time as you need in Savasana. Maybe you have more time than usual, so don't rush it. Thank you. See you soon.